All right. Hey folks. So I might have to change my opinion about my Hobbit greenhouse. It has been maintaining temperature, not on its own, but it's been doing pretty well actually. If you all watched my review on it, it was just a nightmare. Super hot in the summer, super cold in the winter. This is my second winter with this greenhouse and a few things have changed. It's still a Hobbit greenhouse, still really tiny. But let's take a look inside and we're gonna conduct an experiment today. Whew, it is warm in here. Whew, man. It is, what does that say? 84 degrees in this bad boy. FYI, okay. Handy dandy thermometer here. This little Govee thing. The high today is 36. It's 36. It's currently 84 in there. It's like 50 degrees difference, right? Yeah, 50 degrees. The sun is a magical thing. All right. Well, let me turn you guys around so you can see what's going on in here. Okay, first of all, you're going to notice a lot of dead loss. This was done before I put in my heater. Okay, so a lot of these things were already dead. I'm not sure if they're going to come back. But you can see things like the loquats. Loquats should not be doing well here. You can see my citrus tree. It's surviving. It's got some fungus problems, but because it's so moist in here. All the berries didn't die. The spearmint is not dead. We've got some raspberries. As a matter of fact, you can see the figs are, this one's coming back because it's got some life in it, but most of the other ones are dead. Aloe vera is not doing too well, but these Barbados cherries were dead a while ago. The bottom line was temperature control in this thing was just miserable. Super hot in summer, super cold in winter. So a couple things have changed. The greenhouse has moved from its location way over yonder to here. Two things different. The ground is different. It's more on this road-based type stuff ground, and it's slightly more sheltered from the wind because there's a little hill right there. There's bamboo. It doesn't get as much wind. However, it's still bone-chilling cold at nighttime. But because it's closer to the house, I've been able to bring electricity out here and add this Palma greenhouse heater. Okay, so you check it out, and it is on a thermostat. It is controlled by this thermostat. Okay, it is set to 40. Now it's dropped to 76, but it is set to 40 degrees. So it's supposed to come on when it reaches 40 degrees in here. Now the low tonight is supposed to be 25. So we're gonna reset this somehow. Are you gonna reset? Okay, there we go. So maximum temperature 65 because that's what it currently is. Minimum temperature 65 because that's what it currently is. So, and then the bottom is humidity. So today, starting today with this reset, we're going to see what it drops down to tonight. It's supposed to be 25 degrees tonight. So we're gonna set this thing on the opposite. There's the heater blowing that way. We're gonna set my little thermometer right there. So there's the thermometer, there's the thermostat. It's currently 74 in here. And we're gonna see how well this thing actually maintains heat with this heater. So that's gonna be our little experiment. Basically, the only thing I can say is without that heater in there or this greenhouse, everything in there would look like this. The citrus tree would be gone. These loquats definitely don't even belong down here in Missouri. So the fact that they're still alive, super happy about. And there might be a future for this greenhouse. I don't know. I have a bigger greenhouse that we'll be setting up. We'll see how well that heater does in a larger greenhouse. But anyways, that's the experiment. We'll see how it goes. So the light comes on now. Okay, so 39 degrees. So there's our temperature. The high, holy cow, 97 degrees yesterday after we checked it. It got to 97 degrees on a 30, what was it, 37 or 38 degrees outside. Wow, and it dropped down to 36. So even though it was 25 out, it got down to 36. So still above freezing. So let's take a look at this thing. Oh. That's warm. It's nice warm air right there. See, the coil doesn't quite. I'm gonna have to get in here and weed around this. But it's not hot. Like, I'm touching it. It's not hot. The coils aren't even red. I'm pretty I mean, that's what you want, right? That's keep the greenhouse above freezing. So I did pretty good, but good stuff. Okay, so it's 57 degrees and sunny out here today. Holy schmoligans. It's 132 degrees in here. My goodness. That can't be right. 17% humidity. It does feel dry in here. That's probably what happened to that. But that is the hardest thing about these greenhouses, is trying to control the temperature in them. You know, without automation, like, it's like babysitting a 2-year-old. You can't ever leave it alone. Too hot, too cold, too hot, too cold. There's no consistency or stability in the temperature. It needs to have like automatic louvers, fans with louvers to cool it off, and heaters, and I mean, yeah, just controlling the temperature. That's the thing. I think I could actually seal this up. A viewer had a great comment about using some type of tape right here on these, you know, to seal up the gaps on these around here, which I thought was a great idea. I could also do felt. I can fill in all the holes. There's a lot of things I could do to make this retain more heat. I am happy with the way the heater has worked to maintain the temperature at night, but it's still just having that control from daytime to nighttime with hot and cold temperatures. It's just craziness. So I opened up the vent, we're down to 127. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this door. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep it cool in here. It's weird because that thermostat says 95, which I don't know. I don't think, it doesn't feel 130 in there. I don't know though. Anyways, so my opinion on the greenhouse is slightly changing. It might have some function, some good functionality down here in Missouri, but I'm gonna have to make some changes and definitely consider the vents and the ease of cooling in the summertime. I mean, it's not even summertime, it's February 5th. And it's 132 degrees in my greenhouse on a 55 degree day. It's like insane. So you got to keep those things in mind when you're purchasing a greenhouse and what exactly your need is. But kind of, you know, definitely starting to like it more than before. And I think I can rig some things up to make life a little bit easier with the greenhouse.